My girlfriend laughed loudly with her friends. I'll brutally dump him after he proposes. I calmly waited. And 2 days later she was screaming into my intercom, begging for forgiveness. I've been dating Patricia, 27, for 3 years. Yesterday changed everything I thought I knew about our relationship, and I'm still processing what happened. I need to get this off my chest. For context, we met through mutual friends at a housewarming party, moved in together last year, and everything seemed perfect. She'd been dropping hints about marriage for months, showing me ring photos on Instagram, talking about wedding venues. I was actually planning to propose next month. Yesterday morning, I was at Local Beans, our usual coffee spot. I was in the back corner with my laptop, wearing my earbuds but not playing anything, just trying to focus on some work. That's when I heard familiar laughter. Patricia was there with her friends, Gladys and Mary. They sat at the table right behind me. They didn't notice me because of the tall booth divider. At first, I was just going to say hi, but then I heard my name. Patricia was talking about me, and something in her tone made me stay quiet. So you're really going through with it? Gladys asked, trying to keep her voice down but failing miserably. Patricia's laugh was different than I'd ever heard before, cold, almost cruel. Of course, Brent's so predictable. He's been looking at rings online. I saw his browser history. God, he's such a fool, she said. But 3 years is a long time to fake it, Mary said, sounding uncertain. Please, Patricia scoffed. The apartment's in his name. I've barely paid for anything. Jason's place is twice as nice. You should see his car. My hands were shaking, but I kept perfectly still. Jason was her work friend who'd been showing up in her Instagram stories lately. What if Brent doesn't propose when you expect? Gladys asked. Oh, he will. I've got him wrapped around my finger. Patricia lowered her voice, but I could still hear her clearly. I'm going to let him do it in front of everyone, get down on one knee, make his little speech. Then I'll laugh in his face and tell him what a pathetic loser he is. Jason's already got our Cabo trip booked for the next day. They all giggled, and I heard ice cubes clinking in glasses. You're so bad, Mary squealed. What about all his friends, your shared friends? They'll get over it. Most of them are his friends anyway, and I've got better options with Jason's crowd, better parties, better connections. Brent's nice and all, but he's just basic. Did you know he still uses a Timex watch in 2025? I sat there, letting the rage build slowly, controlling my breathing. 3 years of my life, and she'd been playing me the whole time. When's D-Day? Gladys asked. He always does big things at Giovanni's, that Italian place he thinks is fancy, Patricia said. More laughter. I give him 2 weeks max. I've been sending him photos of that princess cut ring from Somerset Jewelers all week. They talked more about Jason, about their secret dates, about how Patricia had been stashing away money from our joint account. Everything she said made me grip my phone tighter, but I didn't move. I just kept recording. Finally, they left. I watched through the window as they got into Patricia's car, still laughing. She had no idea I'd heard everything. She had no idea I'd recorded her entire confession on my phone. I drove home in a daze, but my mind was already working on what to do next, the apartment lease, our shared accounts, all the evidence I'd need. The rage had turned into something cold and focused. When Patricia came home that evening, I acted completely normal. I asked about her day, listened to her lies about lunch with the girls. She kissed me and said she was thinking about Giovanni's for our anniversary next week. Great idea, babe, I said, smiling. I've been thinking we should do something special. She beamed, probably thinking her plan was working perfectly. If she only knew what I had planned for her instead. I'll post updates as things develop. Right now, I need to make some calls and set a few things in motion. The next few days are going to be interesting.